here in the Bills-Chiefs matchup. Got the Bills knocking on the door. They need points here for sure because the Chiefs get the ball to start the second half. They have not really stopped Kansas City since the first drive of the game. The Bills going to have a couple cracks out of here. They're going to have to decide if they're going to want to go for it if they don't get the touchdown here. Should be interesting to see what happens, but we will find out in just a second. About the 3.5 yard line here on 3rd and goal. Allen back to pass. He throws. They do not get it in. So he is out at about the 2 yard line. So they have to decide if they're going to go for the touchdown here or just take the points. If it's me, I think you got to go for the touchdown. But I am not a NFL head coach, and they are going to kick the field goal like we saw in that Packers game. What a weird thing that was. That was so strange. I'm just not even sure what the hell happened in that one. But, yeah, we saw in that one the Packers kicked the field goal inside, and we ended up catching our second half on that. For some reason, they did not grade it correctly for me, I don't think. Oh, yeah, I guess they did. Nope, they gave me Loyola. I think they graded me incorrectly there. Because the Packers lost by 5. They were down by 11. Yeah, I guess I did lose the second half. Oh, well. Happens. Anyways, let's get to the second half and see exactly what we got here. 11 seconds left to go in the half. 21-12. It's the name of a Rush album. But here's the kickoff. Hardman, who had the big blunder of the game for the Chiefs, but also has had one really massive play for them. Another shorter, good play for them. Let's see what we got for the second half. Yeah, Tom Brady was hideous in the second half. I mean, if you can't beat a guy throwing ducks up like that, then you don't deserve to go to the Super Bowl. Yep, the guy dropped the 2-point conversion, and the worst play was right before the half. The guy dropped the interception. It would have been Brady's 4th interception. It would have been 4 interceptions for the game for Brady, and the guy ends up throwing a touchdown pass on the next play. Anyways, take a look at the second half here. See if we got any numbers yet. So the Bills are +0.5 for the second half. The Chiefs are -0.5. I have the Bills for the game, and I think I'm going to go with the Chiefs here. I just think that they've looked unstoppable on offense, and I don't know if the Bills are going to come up with any answers. I don't love it, that's for sure. I think the better play here is the over 27.5. So our play here will be over 27.5. I think both teams probably go over their team totals as well. So let's stick with that. We'll leave that part aside, and we'll just go with the totals. I don't know why Green Bay doesn't go for it there. It's because it's like you leave Tampa Bay inside the 10-yard line. Worst case scenario, they got the whole field to go. I do not understand it. It doesn't make any sense. It doesn't make any sense at all. I'm sure he's going to say that the chart said to do it. or something. That's what they always say. But I'm going to go with the over here for the second half, 27.5. And go with both team totals over. Aaron Rodgers had room to run it in. Tom Brady was throwing lobs out there, man. He threw 2 really nice balls the entire game. One was the one right before the half that was a touchdown, and then he threw one other dart. Outside of that, it was just these lobs and ducks, and 3 interceptions, and really should have been a 4th, It really should have been a 4th interception, and that was the difference in the game, that they didn't get that interception. That was the difference. Not getting that interception was the difference in the game in covering and everything. So a lot of people are criticizing my criticism of Brady, but I don't know. He wins, and you give him that, but it's kind of like Peyton Manning when he won with Denver. He couldn't throw the ball more than 7 yards. He won, of course he won, but it doesn't mean that he's, led them to victory. He had Von Miller was off the hook that year. Yeah, Brady's terrible. Terrible. 3 interceptions. Should have been a fourth one that was right in the defender's hands and dropped. Should have been 4 interceptions in a championship game. That's terrible. Absolutely terrible. The bulk of his passes, once again, ducks. Lob passes caught by his guys. I never said he wasn't a warrior. I never said any of that stuff. The only thing I said about Brady is that the game has passed him by and that he cannot throw the ball the way he used to. That is the only thing I've said about him. Yeah, he can throw it. He threw 3 interceptions and had another one that was dropped. That's how he throws it now. Almost 4 interceptions. Should have been 4. It was 3 interceptions that happened, and then it should have been a 4th. And the 4th ended up being the difference. Brady doesn't win the Super Bowl. The Tampa Bay Bucks, if they win, it's that team, not him. It's like that's where you guys are lost. Absolute clueless, man. Clueless. Oh, my God, man. Anyways, I'm good. We got the over here, and then both team totals over. I'm not going to sit here and talk about, someone that knows nothing. It's just ridiculous. It's like, yeah, okay, 3 interceptions. Has nothing to do with what he's done in the past. Nothing to do with it. Anyways, I'm done. And I will see you guys tomorrow morning for our live show. I'm not saying anything. I'm just saying that Tom Brady's 44 years old and he can't throw an effective pass more than 7 yards. He threw 2 passes that were good in the entire game. He had 2 nice throws, the one before the half, and he had one other one, and that was it. That was it. He had 3 interceptions and another one that hit the defender in the hands and was dropped. And then the next play, he threw for that touchdown. He threw for 3 interceptions in a championship game. Normally, you turn the ball over 3 times in a championship game, you lose. Look historically how many times a team has turned the ball over 3 times in a playoff game and has won. I'm going to guess it's less than 15%. Oh, they're not working me up because I don't care. I don't. It's not like I like those teams or anything. It has nothing to do with anything. It's just ridiculous. I mean, these are fanboys. with the poster of Tom Brady in their bedroom at their parents' house. I mean, we know that. The pick for the half is all the overs, the team total overs and the total over for the second half. I don't see anyone stopping anyone. Anyways, like I said, I'm about done. I want the Bills to win too, but I don't think it's going to happen. But I already have my bet on them. I'm not going to bet against them. And enjoy the second half. Have a good night, everyone. I will see you guys in the morning with the crew.